Hello and welcome to Friday the 13th. It is February 13th of 2026. I'm Dan Ramey. Thank you for watching this edition of Litter Media Live. Had several interviews earlier this morning and unfortunately it put us off schedule a little bit, so we apologize for the lateness of the start of our program, but it's only a problem if you watch us live every day. So otherwise, if you're just scrolling through and checking into the program, we appreciate you checking out Litter Media here today. Coming up in a moment to look at news, to look at sports, and we have a bevy of stuff. I can't remember the last time we had this much stuff to share with you, so it's all just ahead in just a matter of moments. Let me tell you about the forecast for us as we head into the weekend. We'll have temperatures reaching near 40 again for this Friday. Some sun expected on Saturday, a high of 45 tomorrow. Might see some rain on Sunday, but still temperatures will be in the mid-40s. And Monday for President's Day, we'll have temperatures reaching the mid-50s. What a great way to start the week, huh? And a lot of folks will have Monday off from work because of the federal holiday, but kids will be out from school as well, so an opportunity to enjoy some warmer temperatures as we jump. You probably won't see anybody sledding on Monday. All right, coming up, we'll take a look at what's making news for us today. Details are just ahead.
It's the details that make the difference between good enough and simply the best. At Skag Power Equipment, the difference is in designing lawnmowers with your convenience and comfort in mind. At Skag, we believe that quality and substance matter, and that you'll appreciate the attention to detail and craftsmanship we put into every single product. Thick steel and heavy-duty components provide you with unmatched reliability and performance. Skag, simply the best.
Each week, we'll announce the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And in December, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Nominate any amateur athlete by visiting littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. You'll also see the players we've named throughout the year. Make your nomination today for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Pain was interfering with Tiffany's active lifestyle. Same-day hip replacement at the Adina Orthopedic and Spine Institute got her back to the community she calls home. At Adina, we do what we love, so you can too.
Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch just to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing, download the Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
Welcome back to the program here on Litter Media Live. I'm Dan Ramey, and one of the stories we want to share with you here today is that in which, right off the bat, you'll find at littermedia.com. Congressman Dave Taylor making the announcement of nearly $17 million in federal funding for 13 community-driven projects across Ohio's 2nd Congressional District. Recipients include Adina Health for a couple of fully equipped ambulances, the water treatment plant project for the city of Wellston, and the new Marks radio upgrades for the police department there. You can see the complete list of all those recipients at littermedia.com. Ross County Humane Society Director Jen Thomas recently released some exciting news yesterday. The long-awaited new animal shelter is close to opening, most likely in early March. Thomas and the Society Board began dreaming of a new shelter 10 years ago. And a fundraising effort began shortly after or before the COVID pandemic. That delayed a lot of things, but now with all the hundreds of thousands of dollars they raised, technically millions, they have a new home. And now it's a matter of turning the key to open up the doors for the adoption of dogs across Ross County. You'll be able to see everything probably that first week of March is what we're anticipating. But a lot of work has been placed on this, a lot of patience. And I remember when Jen first became executive director and she came into the radio station for a visit, and she said, what we need to do is we need to build a new building. Now here it is. In other news for you today, the Chillicothe Ross Chamber of Commerce Business After Business is this coming Wednesday. Ross County Historical Society and Andrew Hall will be hosting from 5 p.m. until 7 p.m. on Wednesday evening. Tomorrow, a little bit of history for you as well, as the first Capitol Lecture Series at the Ross County Heritage Center takes place. That'll be at 2 p.m. The topic is Ohio Works, Innovation and Industry. You can learn about the trades, tools, and technologies that fueled Ohio's growth. Again, that is tomorrow at 2 p.m. at the Ross County Heritage Center right next to the museum. The Pike County Fairgrounds is looking for applicants to fill their livestock clerk vacancy. The fair is looking for someone to fill the shoes of Megan Williams, who handles all aspects of the Junior Fair livestock sale. Interested persons need to apply by March 3rd. You'll see this in our news feed at littermedia.com. March is Developmental Disabilities Month, and Pickaway County is the host for the Art of Inclusion, and I failed to include the slide for this story. I apologize. It's coming up Saturday, March 7th. They're looking for artists to participate. The event is presented by Pickaway County Developmental Disabilities, the Pickaway County Library, and Arts Around Art Gallery. Now, this is what this image is all about. Big Brothers Big Sisters Bowl for Kids' Sake is coming Sunday, March 8th at Shawnee Lanes at 12 p.m. and 2:30 p.m. So a couple of sessions for bowling. You can get complete details at bbbscoo.org. It's Big Brothers Big Sisters South Central Ohio, an acronym.org. Circleville's Inspiration Station invites runners to their Pie Run. That's coming up. It's a Pie Day race, March 14th. Since the pie right there, at Maria Virginia Kreitz Hannum Park. Runners will navigate a 3.14-mile course, and walkers will do a 3.14-kilometer walk. You can register by signing up at runsignup.com and simply search Pie Day Race. And pie is the numeral pi, not pie as in eating pie. Just want to throw that out. You can eat pie afterwards, I'm sure. Mighty Children's Museum is seeking input on their summer camp programs. You can scan the QR code that you have here on our screen, and that takes you to a survey where you can fill that survey out. Participants will receive a day pass to enjoy Mighty Children's Museum here in Chillicothe. 2 thumbs up for the Westfall National Honor Society. They collected more than 700 pairs of socks recently. A great project that they participated in. And again, all of these things we're sharing today you can find in the news feed on our website, which has more details on each one of these. So congratulations, kids. I remember helping the Blue Star mothers collect socks back during the Afghan war and everything. It was a tremendous amount of fun, but we knew where those socks were going. And good job by the Westfall National Honor Society. Earlier this week, we visited with the kids from Huntington High School at the Huntington Pickaway Ross CTC FFA. They had their breakfast this morning. I want to say thank you to Ronnie Lytle and also to Alyssa Brooks sending us some photos of the kids at work and also enjoying the breakfast along with the community members. There you see members from the fire station over there. A lot of eggs, batter, and everything. And I believe that's Rucker there, who we met on Monday out cooking up some sausage. And again, thank you for the folks who participated in this. It was a fundraiser to help with the assistance house. Some other things to share with you. Earlier today, I visited with OU Chillicothe Interim Dean Michael Lafreniere. I visited with a special edition of Litter Media Live, which at this moment you can find it in our video section on Litter Media's Facebook page. However, it will be available a little bit later on our YouTube channel. I mentioned to you yesterday that Aaron Glandon is on assignment. He's still participating with that assignment today, but he said he'll come back and produce the interview that we shared with Michael Lafreniere earlier today. And remember that coming up on Tuesday, we will have a visit that I had earlier today. I'm going to share this with you on Tuesday. Conversation with the Ohio Department of Transportation Press Secretary Matt Bruning graced us with his presence here in our studio. And Michaela Bruning, who is the District 9 Public Information Officer. They were here to tell us that the orange barrels are coming back in mid-March, and we'll have those with us. And they hope to have this project complete on North Bridge Street at State Route 159, North Bridge Street connector. They did a lot of the work for the northern lanes. They're turning it around and starting to work on the southern lanes now, heading towards the bridge on Bridge Street. All the information that we talked about we'll make available on Tuesday here on Litter Media. And Monday, remember, President's Day, banks, government offices, and most schools will be closed for the day. Coming up in a moment, we'll get you caught up to date with sports. Big news in sports today. If you have already seen on littermedia.com, you already know about it. But if not, we'll share details coming up. Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing is your trusted comfort advisor when it comes to being comfortable in your home or your business or your industry. Accurate can get the work done. Click on this ad anywhere you see it at littermedia.com, and it takes you right to their website, AccurateHVAC.com.
I was looking for a first job. I had been babysitting and decided it was something for a little more permanent. It pays very well. It's convenient. You can make your own schedule with the flexibility. That's something that I like. The people that I work with are great. I wouldn't ask for a better crew or management team to work for.
Big yards, small yards, hilly yards, silly yards. Every yard is unique, and every yard, no matter how much you love it, can be uniquely frustrating to mow. That's why Country Clipper is designed to tackle any obstacle imaginable. It's the perfect mower for even the most imperfect yard. Country Clipper, engineered for easy.
The Pike County Career and Technology Center provides hands-on, skilled trades training with engaging curriculums and endless possibilities. From automotive technology, carpentry, business management, to culinary arts and interactive media. From electricity, welding, HVAC, engineering, and medical technology, to pre-nursing, basic food service, and public safety. We're preparing our youth for America's workforce through today's technology. To learn more about Pike County CTC, visit pikectc.org.
At Tomlinson Insurance, we've been protecting families, farms, and businesses since 1853. From auto, home, farm, life, or health, we tailor coverage that fits your world with multiple carriers to meet your insurance needs. Real people, real service, local agents who can answer the phone and care when it matters most. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call or stop by today.
Introducing the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. We want to put your pet in the spotlight. Pets with paws to pets with fins. If they gallop, crawl, or slither, play fetch, or simply curl up and snuggle. Send us a photo of your pet and we'll announce a new pet each week. And one pet will be crowned Pet of the Year. To nominate your pet, visit littermedia.com. Click on Pet of the Week. Tell us about your pet and be sure to include a photo. Watch Litter Media Live each Thursday for the announcement of the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. No purchase necessary. Contest applications must be from Ohio residents and at least 18 years old. Time now for sports, and we start off with some big news for the Scioto Valley Conference. Speaking of girls basketball, and congratulations to Miley Smith. She is the SVC Girls Basketball Player of the Year for a third consecutive season. The All-SVC teams were released yesterday, actually today. Uniota's Jeff Miller is the Coach of the Year for a 6th time. Congratulations. Joining Smith on the first team is Marley Halcomb of Adena. She just scored 1,000 points here last week. Layla Kelly of Piketon. Also, Kiera Beard, teammate to Miley Smith of the Uniota. And Braylee Houseworth with the Huntington Huntsmen. You'll find the second and third teams plus honorable mention selections all at littermedia.com. The Haynes Total Healthcare Center High School scoreboard. You'll find scores around our area at littermedia.com. Big nights for some kids. We mentioned to you about Miley just a moment ago. They get the gold ball for their win over Southeastern last night. And for Miley Smith, she reached her 2,000th career point with 4:19 left in the game. Athens had 2 players cross the 1,000-point margin in the same game. It happened last night. Ella Chapman did it first, and a few possessions later, Quinn Banks reached the mark too, and the Bulldogs win over River Valley. Athens also finished TVC Ohio play undefeated. Hillsboro defeated Jackson to tie McLean for the FAC championship. And on the boys' side, Logan Elm, Bloom Carroll, and Western all picked up wins. Tonight, I'll be back on the radio with Litter Media Radio as the St. Trace Pioneers boys and girls varsity teams head to Huntington for a battle in the SVC. The JV teams will play at 4:45, and then we'll begin our broadcast with the girls team around 5:45. The varsity boys will be playing right afterwards. And some more news in way of conference information. We learned last night that the Tri-Valley Conference is making some changes. VCVikings.com reporting the TVC will expand to a 3rd division, sending Athens from the Ohio Division to join Fort Fry, Marietta, and Warren in a new alignment and expansion of the TVC. This will be in the Muskingum Division. We're told that this will begin in the 2027-28 basketball season, or high school football season, I guess I should say, or the fall season. I guess golf begins before anything, then tennis jumps in, cross country starts to play. So that school year of 2027 to 28. A lot of eyes will be in Millett Hall in Oxford tonight as the Miami Redhawks will take on the Ohio Bobcats. Of course, looking to go 25-0 as Miami has attained that. Now, if you want to watch it, it'll be on ESPN tonight. They'll be in Oxford at 9 p.m. this evening. The Ohio State men will have Virginia at the Shot tomorrow. That'll be an evening game at 8 p.m. The number 8 Ohio State women are back into action Sunday with number 20 Maryland. And how about these ladies talking about the Rio Grande women? They come up with another win, 101-96, to improve to 24-1 on the season, and they won the East Division of the River States Conference last night. Shawnee State men made a little bit of history last night as well, as they earned its first ever River States Conference men's basketball championship. Next season, they'll be competing in NCAA Division II. So more news to come from the Shawnee State basketball program. Team USA was a winner over Latvia last night, 5-1 in their opening men's hockey match. It was a long day for Blue Jackets netminder Elvis Merzlikins. Team USA facing Denmark Saturday and Germany on Sunday. Team USA women's hockey gets back into action today. They have just motored right through their 5 matches, outscoring their opponents 20-1. They play host to the team Italy. Yes, they will take them on in their own country today at 3:10. That will be Eastern time. If you want to check that out, I'm sure it'll be on some of the other networks like USA Network, and will certainly be streamed on Peacock. The Daytona 500 runs this Sunday. Kyle Busch will be on the pole. Outside of the pole will be Chase Briscoe on the other side of Kyle Busch. Joey Logano and Chase Elliott were your winners of the duels last night at Daytona, making up that second row. They'll drop the green flag at 2:30 this coming Sunday. And maybe one day we'll see Frankfurt's Austin Hill in the big race. He made an announcement on Facebook yesterday, and he has achieved his 1-mile oval license with NASCAR. In his words, this achievement opens the door for an exciting opportunity. In just one short month, I will have the chance to compete in the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series in Phoenix, Arizona. This is a major step in my racing career, and I'm thrilled to be able to compete at such a prestigious level. So congratulations to Austin Hill. Pretty excited for this young fella. We've had him here in the studio a couple of times, and as he is progressing, remember, he's a college freshman this year? And so he's been splitting time between the track and Ohio State University. All right, time for this week's Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. No surprise, it is Unioto's Miley Cyrus. I did it again, didn't I? Miley Smith. I've never asked her if she can sing, but we know she can play basketball. There's no question there. 3-time SVC Player of the Year, and the Sherman's all-time leading scorer in basketball with 2,001 points. Now she got that 2,000th there late in the game. But a total of 2,001 as she finds herself getting ready for the tournaments now. She's got a career average of just over 20 points per game in her 4 years for Unioto. She is headed to the University of Dayton to continue to play basketball. Send those nominations to littermedia@gmail.com. Remember to tell us a little about the player that you nominate, and if you have a photo, include that one too. All right, coming up in a moment, we'll get you caught up to date with this date in history. But first, we want to tell you about our friends at Litter Quality Propane. Nearly 100 years of serving propane users in southern and central Ohio. Reliable supply, reliable service, reliable people. Litter Quality Propane.
Tecumseh. Fascinating. Captivating. Mesmerizing. Tecumseh.
Life. It can get on top of you quickly, can't it? But with 211, it only takes one step to get connected to the help you need. 211 is always available to help. So get in touch today.
The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365 days a year. 988. Save the number. Save a life. To learn more about the Bean Foundation, click on this ad on littermedia.com.
And, of course, if you want to find out about any of our sponsors, when you see them at littermedia.com, click on it. It will take you to either their website or their social media, where you can learn more about the people who support what we do here at Litter Media. All right, this date in history takes us back to the year 2000, 26 years ago in this date. The last Peanuts comic strip was published just hours after the death of its creator, Charles M. Schulz. Peanuts debuted in 1950. 50 years later, it was appearing in more than 2,500 newspapers in 75 countries across the world. Everyone learning about Lucy, Linus, Sally, and, of course, Snoopy, Woodstock, and that guy named Charlie Brown as well. All right, let's take a look at National Day. It's the Friday, so we jump into the weekend, so we'll give you three of what they are. For today, it is Cheddar Day. I love cheddar cheese. I'm thinking about it right now. Galentine's Day, and this is where women uplift themselves in empowerment and more. And if you want to find out more about that, you can Google Galentine's Day. Tortellini Day. More food for you there. And Blame Someone Else Day. That takes place on this day, Friday the 13th. For the weekend, we have multiple events that are being celebrated. Saturday is Cream-Filled Chocolates Day. We like the cream-filled chocolates. Ferris Wheel Day, if you want to ride round and round, you might want to bundle up if you're doing it this weekend. International Snowmobile Ride Day. We could have done that last week without any issues, right? Organ Donor Day, and, of course, Valentine's Day. So, Missy Ramey, happy Valentine's Day to you from your husband. That's me. And on Sunday, it's Gumdrop Day, Singles Awareness Day. That's for all those folks that were like, I didn't have anybody to go out to eat with last night and have a wonderful Valentine's Day. And it's also Wisconsin Day. Shouldn't that be today for Cheddar Cheese Day? Just a thought. That's it for the program today. Thank you for watching, and we hope to have you with us again Monday. I will be on assignment Monday doing a project with Western Schools. It's a really cool project. I hope to be able to tell you more as it comes to fruition, but we'll share details in the coming days on that. So Aaron Gland will be back with us in studio Monday for the next edition of Litter Media Live. Have a great weekend, everyone. Thanks for watching.